Hi there, I'm John from CNCKing.com, and today we're going to make solid oak name badges. If you take a look at this badge here, you'll see it's solid oak. It's not a plywood or a veneer. And the lighting here is kind of bad, but it just gives you an idea. The contrast is a lot better than what's showing up here on the filming. Now for this project here, the customer wanted 1/8, and I suggested to use oak because I think oak is a really solid material over pine or basswood or anything kind of soft. So what we'll do now, we'll take a look at me resawing a plank, because I have some planks of oak here laying around, and I thought, well, instead of going to the store and buying 1/8 exactly and just doing it the easy way, I'll just use a couple of different more machines and have fun making this process from plank all the way to finished 1/8 badge. So let's take a look at me resawing and cutting up a solid oak plank. Now you might see a lot of people have really amazing bandsaw capabilities, and when they resaw something 1/8, it's exactly 1/8 and everything looks totally perfect on it. I'm not at that level of mastery. What I did with the plank is I just cut it in half. It was 1/2 inch. And I knew on both sides that I had some scrap, because it's the outside of the plank that has been weathered. So I knew I was going to have to plane all that stuff off. And while you're planing, if you flip the board over, you can actually plane off all the bandsaw marks and other issues as well. So I prefer to do things that way than try to get an exactly 1/8 with a little bit of variation through the board. So let's take a look at me planing 1/2 inch. That becomes basically what, 1/4 inch material into 1/8 material. So basically going from what, 13 millimeters to 8 to 3 on these ones here. once I have the plank down to 1/8, which is the spec that the customer wanted for these custom oak name badges, it's time to use the laser. Now there's so many different ways of doing this kind of stuff. I just like to be very methodical. So start with the wood, get the wood at the right spec. Start with the laser, get everything done at the right spec. And then at the end, you do a little bit of sanding and everything's done and easy. Now I did mask the surface of this just to save myself a lot of sanding time. So that's why the surface of this doesn't look like oak, it looks like white paper basically. So let's take a look at me laser engraving a whole bunch of custom name badges. you go. Now you know how I went from plank to very simple badge, custom shape, custom engraving, and each one had a different name as well. So if you're looking for custom name badges, basically any material, any shape, any size, any logo, any text, whatever you want customized, contact me at CNCROI.com and we'll make it custom to your spec just for you.